Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm WillStarker25, and today I got a brand new set of action figure reviews for you guys on the relatively newly released Jakks Pacific Super Mario Bros. Movie figures. We have Peach and Luigi today to do. So last week, I don't know if I had any videos go out last week. It might have been the week before. I had Mario and Toad reviewed on the channel. If you are interested in my thoughts and opinions on those, go check it out. They're pretty cool figures, though, I will say. And these two are another mixed bag. I will say I am, right off the bat, I'm kind of disappointed personally with the Peach figure. It was kind of my worst fear of what the figure would be, and it is kind of that. Luigi, on the other hand, just like Mario, very solid figure. So really quick, let's get into them. If you are interested in picking these characters up, I know they're appearing at, I think, Walmart's. I was just in a GameStop, like literally a day ago from recording this video, and they did have them in my GameStop that I was at. Other than that, they're at Target, and I believe Amazon has them on their website as well. So Peach here, if we're looking at her first, she is pretty much what you kind of expect what you're gonna get. So the upper half of her has articulation. The head has no really like movement. It's kind of a side to side, but because of the giant hair piece, she doesn't really get anything. She does have those really cool like eyes where they look like they're following you with the plastic on the front. So I really like what they did with the eyes on these movie figures. Gives it a little bit more of a sense of realism. The face sculpt isn't bad. The head sculpt and the tiara, let me actually raise the camera a little bit. The head sculpt and the tiara for the hair is pretty good. The only thing I think the hair could have used is maybe just a little bit of like a wash shading over it, just so it's not like there's a little bit more of a break in there, so it looks a little bit more detailed. The little tiara is pretty nice up there, though, I will say. That looks good. There's actually a lot of little molded detail in there, and it's like a little rubbery piece as well. So tiara is cool. But again, there's no head bob. There's nothing with the head, really. There's a little bit of a turn, but not much. The rest of Peach, though, shoulders could come up that far for the articulation, because we'll kind of do articulation and sculpt a little bit on Peach first. But sculpt work overall for the chest little amulet is pretty good. Everything else looks good. There is like a little bit of a turn here that she's got on the upper bit here, and she has a single jointed elbow as well that gets her a little past 90, then she can straighten out, and the wrists do swivel. No hinges on the wrists at all, just swivels. Which the hands are so small that they do kind of pop out a little bit. But then unfortunately for the rest of the dress, this is where it gets to what my fear of what this character would be. It is just a big solid plastic cone. Unfortunately, it's covered in hair from the desk literally being here for a day. But yeah, just little two plastic feet sticking out the bottom, and it's just a big cone here. There's literally nothing else to it. No articulation on the feet don't turn, anything like that. So big ol' plastic cone for the body, unfortunately, and that is literally it for Peach. Articulation wise, not much going on there, unfortunately. She is pretty much kind of a glorified statue in a way, where she's just a little bit of upper body movement just for the arms a bit. Oh, the arms could also, the shoulders could do a full 360 as well. So if you are wanting to do that for whatever reason, you can. And then Peach also does come with the added accessory of her umbrella here. She does get this. It's molded pretty nicely. I would say painted pretty well. There's nothing really else to it, but yeah, that's her accessory. That is what she gets, because each of these characters is also $20. I do want to say right now on Target's website, at least during the time of this recording, they were like $13 to $15 at Target. So if you were looking to get them, that would be a good time. I wish I didn't spend the $20 on Peach. I don't think Peach is personally worth $20. I would have almost rather had Peach and Toad together in a bundle pack for $20, but it is what it is. It's just kind of unfortunate that she is like that. They could have done like more of a rubbery soft plastic for the dress and actually given her legs, but then you run into the problem of, would she have actually stood up? But like, the sculpt is good. I will say the sculpt is very good for her. It's just you know, unfortunate that that's how they did. And hopefully if they ever made a Daisy in this line, Daisy wouldn't be like that, but she probably would be. Luigi, on the other hand, he has this like flashlight type thing as his added accessory. It's actually sculpted and molded pretty nicely. Let me see. Pretty nice sculpt on it. Little red switch on the top. Wish they would have maybe had this be a little bit more of a different color, or like a translucent piece. I think that would have been cool if they did like a translucent piece, like the eyes. But yeah, nice little bit. Even added paint on the back. So pretty nice little accessory for Luigi. Luigi himself, though, he's pretty much just like Mario, except he's a little bit taller and a little bit lankier, instead of Mario, who's a little bit shorter and stubbier. Mario had thicker legs and arms and stuff like that, and a thicker body. Luigi is a lot thinner. Ooh, didn't know I wasn't focused, my bad. So yeah, Luigi on that front. Again, very nice sculpted detail on the hat. You actually see like the little like the sewn in like bits there, where it looked like it's stitched together, which is cool. The face sculpt is really nice, little added detail in the mustache there. The hair has a little bit of waving lines and stuff going through it. So Luigi looks pretty good overall. Again, you see the nice stitching throughout, like everything. The wrinkle lines are everywhere. Good detail on the boots and everything like that. So pretty nice. Luigi as well for articulation. Let me drop back down just ever so slightly. The head could do a full 360 on there. There's really no there's like a tiny bit of forward and backwards tilt, but not much. You're not tilting, you're not looking down, unfortunately. The arms could go up that far. They could do a full 360. You have the bicep swivel, I think, at the upper and lower bicep as well. Yeah, you do. So, and the ball joint in there that could, it's a single jointed elbow. Oh, not bicep, elbow. Single jointed elbow, but you do technically have a bicep swivel in the upper ball joint, and then you have it in the lower for the forearm swivel, and then the wrist do swivel as well. No hinges on them. I wish they kind of almost did have extra hands, because like you get the one open hand and then you get the one kind of closed open fist. I almost wish Luigi had an extra open hand, an extra like open closed fist type thing, or even an extra like fist flat out. Like wish Mario had that too. Waist does get to go that far to the side on both sides. Actually, you could do a full 360 for the waist, but there's really no movement in there, no ab crunch, nothing like that. Other than that, he just gets to turn, which is good that he could at least do that. Legs go forward that much, back that far. Luigi actually could do the splits pretty well, which is pretty good. He's got an upper thigh cut in there, single jointed knee, which gets you that much, and then the ankles do have like a little bit of like a swivel. There's not really like pivot to it or anything like that. And unfortunately, again, like Mario, no toe joint, but I did just realize he does have a very nice texturing on the bottom of the boot. So there you go. That's Luigi. That's Peach. That's kind of what you're getting there with them. Unfortunately, I wish the articulation was a bit better on the both of them, but it is what it is. That's what you're getting. $20 a piece if you get them at Target within the next couple of days, probably from the time of this video going out, if it's still active. They did have a sale where they were like $13 to $15. Luigi does stand about 5.5 inches tall. Peach is about almost 6 inches, kind of, probably about 5 3/4 inches tall for Peach. So let's look at some size comparisons with some other lines, and then we'll take a look next to some like Super Smash Bros. Characters, stuff like that, like we did with Mario. So, first up, Marvel Legends. We have a comic book symbiote black suit Spider-Man and a movie Teenage America Chavez body for the MCU. Up next after that, we have Power Rangers Dino Thunder, Red Ranger, G.I. Joe Classified Snake Eyes, and then we're going to have a Star Wars The Black Series Captain Rex. So there's your size comparisons with all of them. There goes the Power Ranger. He's on the floor. Up next, we have the Hasbro Fortnite Victory Royale, the Foundation. And then after him, we'll have the Jazzware Fortnite 6-inch figure for the Visitor. Then let's see, we'll go with Mezco Stealth Iron Man. Then after that we'll do 1000 Toys Master Chief, in case you ever want to have any of these characters crossover with your Mario or Smash Bros for whatever reason. Technically, Iron Man is in Marvel vs. Capcom, so if you ever wanted to have like a Smash Bros versus Marvel vs. Capcom display or something like that, or like a general fighting game display, you got Marvel characters in there. And I don't know if Master Chief has ever been in a fighting game. I think Soul Calibur or something, maybe they had like a Spartan in it, but it wasn't Master Chief. We got the Bandai Anime Heroes War Greymon for Digimon, and then SH Figuarts Goku as well, in case you want like a Dragon Ball Fighter crossover. Then we got the Jazzware Halo Spartan Collection Master Chief, a lot bigger. I think the 1000 Toys would probably fit a little bit better. Another video game crossover character. We got the Warhammer McFarlane 40K. I think that's like the Blood Angel Space Marine. And then last but not least, in case you want to cross them over into this realm, you got your Mythic Legion Black Knight as well. So that's all your crossovers outside of the Super Smash Bros. Nintendo realm. So up next is all the Nintendo or characters that are in Super Smash Bros. Up first, we have the SH Figuarts Pac-Man. Then we have the Pokemon Select Jazzware Pokemon Select Lucario, and then the Jazzware Pokemon Select Greninja as well is here. So we'll bring both of them out. We got Figma Samus as well, so we'll kind of slide Pac-Man off to the side, bring Samus in. As you can see, Samus kind of fits really well here. Finally, an area where Samus fits in. We got the little Jazzware Evolution Pack Pikachu and Pichu in the front. Another Jazzware Ivysaur, so in case you want your like Pokemon trainer representation, you got Squirtle and Ivysaur, kind of showing some nice sizes. I think Squirtle should maybe be a little bit bigger, and same with Ivysaur here if you're like talking about like Smash Bros scale. Pikachu may be a little bit bigger as well. And then we got Figma Twilight Princess Link, so that's more of your Super Smash Bros. Brawl look, I believe, for Link there. So, and then last but not least, for this little look of your Smash Bros. Characters, here is my last character I think I have that's in Smash Bros. And that would be the Pokemon Select Charizard figure, who I think maybe again could be a little bit bigger, but in terms of a pretty cool like Smash Bros style display, I think this is pretty solid, honestly. Charizard, all of them look pretty dang good here. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Now, if you did want, I have an old Minecraft Steve. He doesn't really fit in very well. He was just actually on the shelf from a long time ago. He's a very old one, so probably should get a newer Steve to replace him. And then if you wanted or are curious, here is Mario added to the mix. Mario also, I did give him a little fireball from the Human Torch for the like thumbnail photo. And then lastly, I did just get this guy literally yesterday from GameStop that I found. We have the new Bowser, and I think this Bowser is just a hair too big. He's way bigger than Charizard. He's like probably almost 2 inches taller than Charizard. Speaking of Bowser though, I will be doing a review on Bowser probably later in the week or next week as well, so stay tuned for that in case you're interested. But yeah, that's it for the Pokemon characters. Really quick, I'm going to get everybody out of the way, and then we're going to take a look at what the Super Mario Bros. Wave overall looks like. So overall, as like a set of figures, these 5 look really nice. Will say, so Bowser was like probably about $30 at GameStop. So these guys are all 20 a piece. Bowser's 25 to 30, 10 more dollars, a lot bigger. He does also have a light up effect. We'll go over that a little bit more in his review. But yeah, pretty good overall. Like I said, they all look pretty dang cool together. It's just unfortunate that Peach doesn't really have much articulation. So in terms of action figure status, I think Peach is pretty lame, probably the worst of the bundle. Followed by, unfortunately, I would probably say Bowser. He's very limited in what articulation he actually has as well because of the big battery pack they had to have in his back and the play features and stuff like that. So yeah, but my two favorite definitely are Mario and Luigi, which I like the height difference there. Mario looks a lot stubbier as well, chunkier, and they look really good. So yeah, that's gonna do it for me today. Hopefully you guys found this review helpful. I would say if you are planning on picking these characters up, try and get them on the sale if you are interested at all. $15 is pretty good for them. I think overall Mario and Luigi are definitely worth the 20. I think they could have been maybe one more accessory or two away from being fully worth $20. Maybe like a fireball for Mario and like Luigi gets a green fireball or something like that. That would have been kind of cool. Toad, I think, is probably almost worth more of like a $15 range, and Peach is probably only worth, like, in my opinion, maybe a $10 to $15 just articulation wise alone. But if you're talking about sculpt and added detail and paint work and everything like that, then yeah, I guess you could go for 20. But I say definitely if you're going to get them at the $15 price point. But pretty cool figures overall. Like I said, I do greatly enjoy them, and I'm actually glad to have a kind of a semi-mini start to a Super Smash Bros. Display. I do got the what is it? The Figma, is it Nendroid or whatever? That's Meta Knight. They're redoing that Meta Knight again, and I have him on pre-order at Big Bad, and I might also get the Kirby as well. So we'll maybe see if I get those. I'll do reviews on them in a year or so from now. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me today. I will catch you guys all in the next one. If you haven't done so already, would always appreciate a like and subscribe on the channel. It does help me out a lot. Do greatly appreciate it. And yeah, hopefully you guys are having a good one, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.